We are up to, last I was told, somewhere between 4 and 5 tons a month of energy bags. Realizing that most of those bags only weigh about 1.2 pounds.
Wow.
So that's 2,000 bags per ton. So that's a lot of bags that are coming through now since we started, so it's really growing program.
Yeah.
But as you can see, all the trash and all those bags, especially
There's still a lot
the
that could be in
there's
those
still a lot
bags.
that could be going, that could be captured with the Hefty energy
Yeah,
bags.
for sure.
So,
And a lot that, imagine the amount that people don't even recycle and it's just going in the trash. Well, even more.
yeah, it's you know, you got to want to do it, and the businesses that do it, they do it for a few reasons. One is, to reduce the landfill, reduce their expense to landfill, generate some sort of rebates at times and that kind of thing. But really, you can't expect different results without doing something different, right?
Right.
So, and that's the challenge, is to get people to do something different.
Do you think it would be, like, what do you think, who do you think's harder, getting businesses to turn or getting, like, households to make a difference?
That's a good question. Again, it comes down to the attitude. So when we were just at the home show last weekend, and we had a booth, and some far too many people still don't know about the Hefty Energy Bag program.
Yeah.
And the ones that do think it's a great idea. Now, does that mean that they're going to do it at home? Not necessarily. But if the mindset is there, I think it's easier to get the homeowners, residents, to do it than it is businesses, because the businesses are there to make money. And if you try to get them to do something that doesn't help them generate any more money, then they'd kind of look down on that.
Yeah.
So, because it takes manpower, it takes, thinking and training and doing things differently at work in order to capture the material. So, but given the mindset of the employees and or the corporations or the bosses, you kind of get their buy-in. But a lot of times I'm seeing with the younger generation that they're forcing the issue at work. So people like LinkedIn that employ a lot of 20s and 30 somethings, okay, they all want to see the recycling being done. So they're doing the Hefty Energy Bag along with all the other recycling they do. So again, just a lot of it's mindset and what they want to try to accomplish. But big corporations are now mandating some issues. I just got onto the board. They call it the Evergreen Board, which is OPPD downtown at the Energy Building. They're looking at their program, and their goal is to be, they say zero waste, but zero waste is a whole lot different than zero landfill. So zero landfill is actually attainable. Zero waste is pretty hard.
Yeah.
So, but at least they've got about a 15-person board now that we're looking at how to do it. So again, that's the buy-in from corporate that want to get to that 90% landfill diversion. So it's happening.
Yeah. They say the best stuff is definitely just like not using and trying to like reuse and reduce as much as possible. Do you think it's more realistic for people to reduce and reuse, or just say that recycle more?
It's easier for them to reuse if they reuse the bottle for water, or even buy the reusable ones that everybody does with the Yetis and things like that.
Yeah.
The challenge is the manufacturers who make the packaging. It makes it hard to be zero waste. So everybody wants their food to be fresh.
Yeah.
It's got to be in barrier film plastic to keep it fresh. Barrier film plastic is not recyclable. It's recoverable through the energy bag, but it's not recyclable. So when you talk about your styrofoam trays that your meat comes on, and the bags and all that kind of stuff, is it easier to reuse that? No, it's impossible. So again, it kind of depends on where you're going with it. I mean, it's easy to learn how to reuse on things that are reusable, but as far as until the consumer demands that all the packaging get put in recyclable stuff, then we're always going to have waste.
Yeah.
I guess that's my answer. I mean,
Yeah.
again, it's all down to a mindset. I mean, I walk around with a water bottle all day long, a plastic water bottle that I bought for 8 cents at Costco. I reuse it a lot, but I also recycle it. So I'm not one of those guys that walks around with, a Yeti all day long and just puts water in it. Am I bad for that? I don't know. I mean, again, it's just kind of, at least I'm not throwing it away.
Right.
I'm not adding to the landfill. But there are my generation grew up in the throwaway world where we just threw everything away. You know, I still remember when I was in grade school, and they were pushing recycling way back then. It just never really caught on until it's catching on more now. So, I guess, again, zero landfill is what we can probably try to attain. And zero waste is going to take a long time for that to happen.
Right. So, do you feel that majority of people that are using the bags are using them properly?
Majority of them, yes. We do
Okay.
some audits. Okay, so about every quarter, every 6 months, we pull out samples of the bags and actually break them open. Majority of the material is okay. We still see a lot of water bottles in there, which is really not what we want in there.
Right.
We still see some oddball stuff that's food waste kind of stuff, but by and large, yeah. It's majority of the stuff in there is exactly what we want, which is the film grade plastic.